Yes, hello there, public. You once again have the esteemed privilege of listening to I, Johnathan Leftwinger, your local Labour MP. And you join me here, live in the Johnathan Leftwinger studios, as I lay down the very first track in my new bigotry-bashing album called...
Stop this disgusting persecution and demonisation of British Muslims in the press, mate.
Oh God, it's disgusting, just because an ever-growing number of a vociferous minority decide to start riots all across Europe, just because everybody else in the world isn't marching to their tune, mate. I mean, people have to go and think that many of them are actually bad. That's bigotry for you.
Oh yes, I'm proud of those people sticking up for their rights, you know.
The Muslims! Oh, great, mate. Oh, hang on a minute.
That was a bloody good bit of impromptu jamming, wasn't it, public? You should be proud of me instead of denigrating me at every turn, mate. Vote Labour.
Wasn't that good? It's been a very hard-working day here in the Johnathan Leftwinger studios, but it's been completely worth it. Myself and my fellow backbench Labour MPs,
who style ourselves as political combo backbench to bash your bigotry.
We've been slaving from dawn until dusk in order to record such majestic tunes which shall hopefully... Oh, why am I even bothering explaining? Nobody understands avant-garde art, not even ourselves half the time. So what hope is there for people like you to understand it? Ah, well, but I carry the burden. Word evidently got round. Quicker than I thought. This must be my very first telephone call of congratulations. It had to come in the end, mate. Hello, thank you for calling Johnathan Leftwinger, your premier provider of top quality cultural entertainment. And I'll tell you something else.
Just what the bloody hell do you think you're playing at this time, Leftwinger?
Chief Whip, hello. I've been recording a few things, you know. Oh, yes, it's to help the culture of the nation. Seeing as we in Labour have done so much to destroy British culture, I thought I'd put a little bit back. And,
Don't you know that you've disturbed half the entire Palace of Westminster with your racket? Do you know we've lost an entire day's work thanks to you? Well, the Labour MPs who bother turning up have lost a day's work thanks to you.
You can't talk to me like this. Do you know who I am? And anyway, why would they want to bother doing a day's work for a change when there's some top quality culture and enlightenment to be enjoyed? They don't even have to go up the concert hall for it. I can provide it completely free of charge, because I mean it's only the taxpayers paying for theirs through their Arts Council's grant. And very satisfied I am with it too. And I'll tell you something else.
And it's also bad enough that you've decided to evict several other Labour MPs from their offices next door to yours, so you can have somewhere to house the recording equipment.
Oh yes, but I got to do that, you see. I'm a professional.
I don't want to hear a single complaint in the future about you using your parliamentary office for such unauthorised activity.
It's not the parliamentary office today, it's the Johnathan Leftwinger studios.
Shut up! Report to my office first thing in the morning, and I shall tear off your opulence.
You can't do this to me, I'm not in the army.
In which case I'll rip off your suit and send you home in just your vest and underpants. End communication.
I don't believe it. Now you know why I decided to have myself disconnected from the telephone service. It cuts down on all this constant withering criticism which people in Labour have to endure for some strange reason. Looks like I've failed again. Another shambles.
Well, I think today didn't turn out to be a dead loss after all. At least I can still carry on the unique record of achievement which New Labour has continued unabated since day one, mate.
Ah, yes, public. This broadcast has been such a rip-roaring success. I'm wholeheartedly expecting you out there in the public to write into me in your tens of thousands, demanding a transcript of my top-quality wisdom-enhancing speeches to enrich your brains.
And all for a very modest £59.99 per 10 pages. Well, I mean, I've got to eat, haven't I?
Oh yes, it's absolutely lovely. You know, I think that the proceeds from these sales should go towards helping the starving children out in Africa. Oh yes, mate. That will enhance my credentials, won't it, for being a top-quality left-winger who takes pride in following all the issues. Oh, hang on a minute. No, it's not starving Ethiopians now, is it? It's, oh yes, it's helping to save the environment. Every single penny of profit I make from these 10,000-page printouts. Oh, hang on a minute. Look at it. Look at it. What a milestone. What a milestone.
I think you should just cut out the middleman, Johnathan, and throw this rubbish straight in the bin. Come on, face the truth. It's not as if anybody's going to buy them.
Not buy this? Words of wisdom? I mean, the wisdom of us on the Labour backbenches is unsurpassed. That's why the likes of us try to hold even the Prime Minister to ransom whenever we don't get our way on certain issues. Us. But if it doesn't go by, I just don't believe the public. I mean, they can turn their backs on this kind of education. Oh, for God's sake! There you are. You happy? Finish the broadcast so you out there in the public can get back to doing what you want to do. Oh, it doesn't matter about what we in New Labour want. It's always you. Self. Whatever you want. And I'll tell you something else. This is the most important piece of the entire lecture.